And welcome back to the Kerrnel Does the Raven, Legacy of a Master Thief. In the last episode, we were a little stuck. I think the only thing left for us to do, or the next thing that we have to do, is to get Constable Oliver out of the way. And, excuse me, we needed to get some ammo for the slingshot. And I couldn't find anything else that I needed to look at on the ship. So I started roaming around trying to see if there was something that I missed, and there is one thing that I missed down here, and it's the plant. So I wanted to make sure that I put this on camera before I looked at it. So let's see what is in the plant. Maybe it's a key.
Aha! Little stones.
Oh. Even better.
Perfect ammunition for the slingshot.
Awesome. Alright, so we have our ammunition for the slingshot. I was kind of hoping it would be a key for the door, for the doctor's door. But that's fine. Ammo for the slingshot works just as well.
The little stones make perfect ammunition for the slingshot. Now I just need a suitable target.
Constable Oliver, maybe? Yeah, do it right in front of Matt so you can see what you're doing.
All right.
Ow! 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 Ah! Hey, Zellner, what in blazes was that?
What?
Something hit me!
You mean someone shot at you?
Yes, well, no, I don't know. Didn't you notice anything?
I was riveted by the fantastic view. We Swiss aren't used to seeing the horizon like this.
That's funny. You missed him completely.
And my bottle's broken too! Oh, I don't believe this. Could you bring me something to drink? Those ham and eggs were pretty salty.
I'm sorry. I have to proceed with my investigations. Goodbye. Let's see how long he can resist his thirst.
Not long.
Not long at all.
Kind of thought we could pick up the bottle to find out what was in it.
Nervous? I would be too in your position. Who are you?
My name is Adil. And you are?
Constable Zellner. Why did you sneak onto the ship, Adil?
I wanted to go back home.
You're Egyptian?
There's no work for me in Italy. I want to see my family again.
And since you don't have money, you stowed away.
So what if I did?
So, it was you who knocked me out.
Me? Never.
No? Where were you when I was attacked?
Well, I couldn't take anything with me on this trip, so I snuck into the kitchen and took some canned goods.
Interesting. And how do you know when I was attacked?
Well, I thought it was yesterday, shortly before we set sail.
I take this bump personally.
I want to know about his accent.
It's hard for me to believe a single word of your story.
Because I'm a foreigner?
Because you seem to have learned our language in the space of a day, accent-free.
Believe what you want.
What were you searching for on deck last night?
I was hiding the whole evening. I wanted to go out and get some fresh air, see the stars. But then suddenly, they were looking for me.
Were you in one of the cabins?
No!
Did you see anyone on the deck or on the roof?
No!
And after we arrested you?
The English policeman put me in this cell. Then he left. I've been here ever since.
And you didn't notice anything along the way?
No, nothing.
What about the gunshot? Didn't you hear it?
Yes, the English policeman had already arrested me. We heard a bang and looked around.
And then?
Then, the Bobby was in a hurry to get rid of me. He almost pushed me down the stairs and locked me in here. He left, and then a short time later, the alarm went off.
Constable Oliver wasn't with you anymore when the alarm went off?
No. I was scared that the ship would sink with me sitting here like a rat in a trap.
Who paid you to distract us?
What?
You went for a walk around the deck and let yourself be seen. Everyone goes off hunting you, and in the meantime, your partner shoots the Baroness in peace.
No, I didn't do anything. I didn't want to distract anyone. I just want to go home.
You're a liar, and a bad one at that.
But sir, I'm telling the truth.
And I'm the Raven. Inspector Legrand will deal with you. He's lying like a cheap rug. But he probably doesn't know anything about the murder. Very disappointing. So I have to keep searching. What interests me most is the shot that was fired here in the cargo hold last night.
I want to know why he thinks he's lying. Unless I'm being thick and missing something.
The young man is lying like a cheap rug. That much is clear. The cargo hold also seems to serve as a changing room for the crew. At least for the ones who don't wear white uniforms. A stroke of luck. The lock is open. Oil-stained overalls. And here, an old toolbox. It's been through a lot. Hardly any paint, dented, and the lid is held shut by a wire.
Oh, wire. Hello.
I'll take it with me.
Yes, please.
Some wrenches, a bit of wire wool, an oily cloth, and here, a screwdriver.
Screwdrivers are always helpful.
A well-used screwdriver from the toolbox. I don't see anything special. This piece of wire held the lid of the toolbox closed. The wire is quite strong, but flexible all the same. I've got the screwdriver. That's all I need.
Nothing I can do. Oh.
I could take one of the saws with me as a souvenir. On the other hand, it'd remind me of my bump and of my rather inelegant escape.
It wasn't very stylish, I will admit that.
Somebody put the trunk back on the shelf. I can't tell whether it was our young friend or someone else. It must be uncomfortable traveling like that, even if you're as young and slim as our guest in the cell over there.
How did he get out? If it was on the shelf like this. Alright. Can't go through the door anymore. Alright, let's go back. Let's see if we can get back into Legrand's cabin. I don't think there's anything else down here.
Maybe I won't get another chance to look around the cargo hold. I must try to find out who was responsible for the shot.
So what, am I missing something? I can't do anything in here. So maybe there's something over where the Arab is? So I can't leave yet. There's nothing on the car. Maybe there's something else over here? Oh.
Whoever fired the shot hit the crate. Did the shooter just want to intimidate me? Or maybe he needed the bullet. Can't see anything. If the bullet is still stuck in the wood, it's too deep to reach with my fingers.
Oh, okay.
No, the bullet hole is too small for the tongs. The wire is too flexible to pull something out of the hole. I need something less bendy.
Less bendy.
Well, I think the bullet is still in the wood. I'm not a weapons specialist, but at first sight I'd say that this bullet looks exactly the same as the one Dr. Gebhardt gave me for Legrand. That would mean that the murderer also fired a shot here in the cargo hold before the murder. But why?
Interesting.
Did they just want to make sure the old guns still worked? Or was it something else? And did the bullet really come from the same gun? I can only check that in Legrand's cabin.
For which we now have wires so we can open his cabin. Alright, so check him out one more time, and then we'll go.
He can't have anything to do with the murder. When we heard the shot, he was in the custody of Constable Oliver, and I hardly think the two of them are working together.
Still suspicious of Constable Oliver.
That takes the biscuit.
I noticed that the door was unguarded. I just wanted to make sure that everything was all right.
Tell it to Legrand. He's expressly forbidden anyone to speak to the witness before he does.
Don't act like that. Legrand can't manage all this alone. We're a team.
Only until the end of this case.
All right. Let's go to Legrand and tell him what happened. You fell asleep and then you left the door unguarded. Well, are we going?
No, but don't try it again.
Of course not.
Oh, good. I didn't have to lie. Didn't want to have to do that. Alright, let's go to Legrand's cabin. See what we can find.
The lock isn't especially secure.
Oops. Oh, interesting. Okay. So how will we do this? So how do I do this? Oh. Oh, alright. Well, this will be interesting. This is kind of a weird little mini game, weird puzzle. Does that get that front high enough? Is that how that... Oh, okay, alright. So I have to get them aligned with this. So that should be okay. That should be okay. So this one has to go a little lower. Alright, I've been fiddling with this. And I don't know if this will work or not. This is as close as I think as I've come. Didn't want to bore you with me fiddling around for 15 minutes, but let's see if this works. Doesn't. As far as it goes.
There we go.
That worked? Okay. Maybe it has pity on you if you take too long. Alright, let's check this place out.
A lockmaster and son. Tough to crack. If I wanted to steal the eye, I'd concentrate on getting the 3 keys. If everything goes according to plan, the first time this monster is opened will be in the museum in Cairo. Fingers crossed. Neatly folded and unused. Legrand hasn't slept since we cast off, nor on the train.
Huh.
Legrand must have taken and developed the photos himself. He even made copies and enlargements. He seems to be prepared for everything, with access to more resources than a normal detective. There's nothing written on the bottle. I suppose it's some sort of stimulant, legal or not. Legrand has been awake for at least 30 hours straight, maybe more. I shudder to think what kind of side effects this stuff might have. A policeman on a murder investigation should have his wits about him. The risk that he could miss evidence or endanger himself and others is too high.
This photo here looks like the Baroness's room. So there's things that he's purposefully looking at. I don't know if that's just kind of something to mislead us or if that's actually something we need to look
Legrand's
at.
file on the Raven. Centimeters thick, but totally useless. We're not dealing with the Raven. Why can't he see that? Our man is ruthless, a bomber, and quite probably a murderer. This file belongs in a museum. It's history. The inspector should concentrate on the present. This is the pipe from the cargo hold. Legrand seems to have inspected it for fingerprints. I can still make out the powder. No. Nothing to see on the end of the pipe that the attacker held. Either he wore gloves or he cleaned the pipe.
Nothing else to see on the desk here.
A microscope. Looks like the one that Lutz Reichinger uses in his pharmacy, just more modern. There's nothing on the slide, and therefore nothing to see. Okay. I need the second bullet for a comparison.
Oh, okay. Where is the other bullet?
A masterpiece. Forensic teams use kits like these. They're placing increasing importance on the preservation of evidence. But not in Switzerland yet. It's a small lab used to conduct simple analysis on site. All right, what have we got here?
Well, there seems to be a lot to look at here, so I think this is where we're going to end this episode, and we will continue with looking through the forensics kit in the next one. So please, if you have any comments, leave them below. And until next episode, please take care.